Okay, I am back with more organizing hacks, if you will. These are things that are especially good if you are feeling a little bit tired, a little bit lazy, a little bit busy. These will be your best friend, all right? I'm Erica Bell. I'm a professional home organizer. Let's get right to it. Number one, the floor is lava. If you have small kids, you will understand that reference, right? All right, if anything touches the floor and it is not furniture or like made to be on the floor, if the home is it's not normally on the floor, it does not live there. We pick it up. Your space will feel instantly cleaner and more organized. So those stray, shoes that are just everywhere, the clothing piles that are everywhere. This may be a good thing if you want to go back to the first video and kind of reference these things that you're going to be picking up off the ground, if you can't immediately put them away, well, let me get to that in a second. If you can't immediately put it away, put it in one of those baskets that you will be dealing with later, right? The bin, box, basket, whatever that you're going to throw that stuff into to deal with later. But also, if you're continuing to put things in the same place each time, say you kick off your shoes at the same place every time, and you don't have like a system in place for housing those items, that is a good place to think about putting something, right? You take off your jacket at the same place, or your purse or your briefcase at the same place every day, and you drop it. Maybe we want to then create an intentional space for that, like a drop zone, those sorts of things. So while again, we're rushing through this, we're not spending a whole lot of time on it, but when you do have the time to think about this more, I want you to see if there's any patterns, if there's any things that constantly are happening in your space with your items. Think about putting a system in place to house those items or make them more organized, that sort of thing. So again, if you constantly have a pile of clothes in the same place, do we just put a laundry hamper there? Something like that. So just something to think about. I know you're not doing it right now. No big deal. Number two, the hide it in something pretty hack, if you will. Okay. Your space may be really organized already, but then there's these like little tchotchkes or little loose ends, if you will, that you're like, this still doesn't feel super organized. Okay, we are going to put those random items, think like cords and chargers or coasters, those types of things, we're going to put it in something pretty. So this could be a decorative bin, basket, whatever you like, whatever fits that space best. Just tucking it away, kind of putting a little lid on it, automatically cleans up your space, feels visually less cluttered because, well, it is going to be less cluttered, and feels more organized. It is more organized. Then you know where those things are as well. So it's kind of a double whammy if you're like constantly chasing down your remotes. If you just give them a home, a little box, little bin, you decide. Number three, along the lines of visual aesthetic, if you will, if you want to upgrade your closet, just getting matching hangers is such a big trick. You do not have to get the fanciest of fancy hangers. Now, if you want to upgrade your hangers, by all means, I'll put some links for some that I like. Go for it. But if they are the same color, that sort of thing, it instantly transforms your closet. It just works wonders, okay? So if you are not in the mood to organize everything in your closet, which, eventually, hopefully you will do, just changing out your hangers makes a huge, huge difference. To tack on to that, if while you are changing out your current hangers for some new ones, those items that you see and you're like, I haven't worn this in a long time, should I get rid of it? Maybe you're kind of thinking through those things as you're doing it. Flip the hanger the back way, instead of hanging it normally, hang it back, and then see if you wear that by the end of the year. If you don't, then maybe you should donate it or sell it. The next hack, okay, just grouping your items together makes it look more organized, okay? I mean, putting something on a tray, right? If you have stuff in your bathroom and it's kind of scattered throughout. You got your soap right here, you've got your toothbrushes over here, and things just kind of feel loosey-goosey and too free, put it on a tray. If you have things on your counter and that counter is not one of those spaces that you're completely clearing off, put it on a tray. It is amazing what grouping these items will do. Just gathering them up, gathering up your things and putting it on something makes it look intentional. Even if you're still going through that clutter and you're still trying to tidy up, it at least looks intentional for that time being. Give it a try. And the next one is the Nightstand Reset. The clean nightstand rule. Okay, whatever we want to call it, right? Whatever title we want to give it. If your nightstand looks like a pharmacy and a snack drawer had a baby, we got to tidy that up, right? Okay, having a Zen nightstand is one of the best things you can do. It is the first thing you see in the morning and the last thing you see when you go to bed at night. Clearing it off will literally make the rest of your life feel better. Okay, maybe that seems a little bit much, but it will make your entire space feel better. Also, if you're doubling it with like making your bed, it is going to work wonders. And okay, I am not saying that you can't have anything on your nightstand. It's not really realistic, right? So what I would suggest, and you can kind of see mine, I have my wedding bouquet, just as decor, and I like it. And then I've got a little tray. Okay, this is harder than I thought. A little tray, it spins. I just have a remote there. I've got like my nighttime little spray lavender mist for my bed. And then sometimes I keep a book over there along with the baby monitor and chargers and the light. So as minimal as you can. And again, there we go. We're using 2 hacks in one, putting stuff on a tray, gathering it up. Easy peasy. But a lot of times we have stuff on our bedside that like we're not using at night. So I would just keep it sacred to what you are using in bed, whether it's that TV remote or the book that you read, glass of water. That's it. Don't use it as a junk drawer situation. Don't use it as a junk dumping situation. Do that elsewhere. Okay. Do it elsewhere. And if you have drawers, like this is where I keep my extra book. Well, I mean, obviously you see these books. I keep my books up here, but then I keep like journals down there, stuff that I don't use every night, but some nights, right? So if you have drawers, definitely utilize them, right? Use them for some of that extra stuff on top that you're not using all the time. It makes a huge difference. That's it. That's all for today. I will link to the first video, the part 1 of this. If you guys continue to like it, let me know. Give it a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe, all the things, and I will bring you more of these tips, tricks, hacks, whatever you want to call it. Thanks so much for being here. I will see you guys next time.